duty of care. Always love a good duty of care discussion. And it comes into every aspect of what we do, because everything that you do as an agent, there's sometimes it's a conscious risk assessment of what you're doing. Sometimes it's just an unconscious process of how you do your work. But today, or whenever you're watching this, but today when I'm recording this, it's the first day of winter. Now, lots of things to think about on the first day of winter. The first one, are your jackets all clean? Are your jumpers ready? Have you got your boots out? All the things to keep you warm. All of those things, yes, very important. But the next one is, what about heaters, gas, electric, fireplaces? And we can move on to smoke alarms at that level. But think for property managers, those properties that have built-in heaters, so be they electric or gas or open fireplaces, are they safe? Have they been checked? Have you done any, sometimes you'll use an external, a third-party contractor to come and do that on an annual basis, the same way that you do check with your fire alarms or your smoke alarms, rather. Have you checked that the flues on your gas heaters are working? That is it natural town gas? Is it bottled gas? Is it, what is it you've got? So you've got to know what services and what heating equipment there is for properties. The air conditioning, is it cleaned? Is it, and this comes down to, is it a strata title property or is it a Torrens title property? So, if it's a strata title property, is the air conditioning part of what gets checked from a strata perspective, or is it the responsibility of each individual lot? If you're managing one where it's the responsibility of each individual lot, you should know about the bylaws that are there. Now, we've been talking a lot about bylaws lately here in the office because it's one of the topics we're covering in our property management elective class for CPD this year. And it's making sure that as a property manager, you know how to read the bylaws so you know what you're actually managing as you go forward. Now, for salespeople, just as important, when you get a contract and you get the bylaws with that because it's a strata title or a community title property, you need to be able to read those. So, and you need to know what's coming in as the responsibility of the lot owner and, alternatively, what's coming in as the responsibility as from the strata perspective. So when something goes wrong or if something needs to be checked on a regular basis, that is happening. So you're going back to your owner or back to strata in terms of getting those fixed. So guys, that click, we've all been trained over the last few years very well by the fire department in terms of checking your smoke alarms and, checking your batteries when the clocks change. So, when daylight savings changes, that's an easy thing for New South Wales people to remember. Check my batteries in my smoke alarms. Well, I think first day of winter should be that same sort of check for property managers. Is there a heating device within this property that we should be checking? Because gas, flues from built-in gas heating can cause a problem. Chimneys can cause a problem, can cause dust, can cause a whole range of issues if they're not maintained. So again, talking to your landlord or your owner about this and making sure that they are maintained to make the property habitable as is part of your responsibility. So guys, it's winter, it's cold. Good time to start checking some of those things that come under your duty of care. You don't need it to go wrong because one, it takes way more time to correct it afterwards than it is to put in a regular check into that.